How sick's that, hey?
That is precision.
I met a gypsy.
Like watching a lot of your junior, like your last year at junior, when you could still watch it, and it was like just boing,
Yeah.
boing, boing.
Yeah, I definitely
boing.
get known for doing like a lot of pops and like, hops and trying to find backsides because like that's the biggest thing for me is carrying speed.
Well, you're generating speed
Yeah,
by
exactly.
doing that.
So
missing bumps
missing bumps
generating
and
speed.
catching backsides, like we don't have a motor to crack throttle on, so gravity's our only real help or your leg power. So I just try and maximize the gravity side of things as much as possible.
Yeah, and as a side benefit of that, fuck suspension.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not really going through any of the bumps anyway.
Yeah,
so
I'm just all going over them.
Just
yeah,
just jump that one. Use that
as
one.
long as my rebound's fast enough to bounce me up, I'm good.
Have you thought much about how your style has kind of changed the sport in a way?
Yeah, a little bit for sure. I think I would say my style has changed the sport. Like definitely people are looking at it. Like that's not a lie. Like people are analyzing like every lap that I go at a race, every single team is filming me to see, what line I'm on or what I'm doing different or what's on my bike or whatever. So that's like obviously a privilege to get in that situation, which is so cool. But I think like where was I trying to go with this?
Just with how it's changing the sport.
Yeah, I mean like it's I think it changed like my sport, like what I do, but it's not going to change Loic's sport.
Yeah.
Like that's what it comes down to, such a personal thing. Like for the riders that can learn stuff from me and like do that, the, pops and stuff and try and take notes and stuff, like that's going to help for sure. Like I'm kind of, I wouldn't say pioneering that, but like I'm doing more of it than anyone else. But like that doesn't work for everyone. So I'm not going to say it's like the right answer.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you can see Jett, he looks beautiful riding, gapping all of the ruts and just the way he's standing in corners and all that stuff. But like, it still could be faster to just hold it wide and hit the holes, So it just depends on the rider and like if that's kind of the way they want to ride, I think.
I think it's just inspiring a new generation.
I would say it is that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It still is that, but it isn't for everyone.
I remember 2023, I went to Loretta's for the first time to watch. And I was like, oh, fuck, Jett's changing the whole sport.
Yeah.
Just every single kid was trying to do the Jett thing.
Yeah. I can imagine.
And I think that you're having a similar effect because it's new and it's like, it's so rare, especially in downhill, that someone comes along and changes things in that way. Like Sam was
one of them for
crazy
sure.
like that.
Yeah.
Gwyn. But I think Gwyn kind of like people just couldn't really fuck with that.
Yeah.
It's like he's one of one in that sense,
Yeah,
but it's a very few people that come along and change the way that people operate in that sport.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. And to, have my name kind of be somewhere on that list and say that I have had a say in changing the sport is insane. Like that's such a big accomplishment for me. Like, at 21 to say that is pretty crazy. So, it's definitely something I use as motivation going into riding and stuff.
Is it conscious or is it just a result of being a small dude that is having to generate as much speed as possible? Because like, man, you watch, especially those bowl turns, it's like the amount of compression and spring and it's the most beautiful mix of timing, power, finesse, traction. Like there's the way that you hitting these turns, like that left, for example.
Yeah.
Like that's the perfect example. I wish you could see your whole body there because that would have been like tuck.
Yeah. Like
full pump, full lean.
It's I feel like I'm at the limit of like, I'm starting to get to the limit of like almost components now. Like where I can hit a corner so fast that it's like, okay, now my tire's folding over and I like literally can't, like, it doesn't hold up anymore or something like that. Like there were sections in that Ludenville race run where like I came into this one corner and it's a straight section into a right. That was just super bowled out and banked. And I came into my race run and I was like, let's push this as hard as I physically can.
Yeah.
I came in and I've got this weird thing that I don't even know I do sometimes, but let's say there's like holes in the middle of a berm. I'll ride above the holes. And like sometimes there's like a shelved out, like the whole top is like still fresh and is like, and the bottom's like broken away,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
And I've ridden many times like on that shelf above where it's like still a smooth berm. So there's a few times in that where I'm like doing that. So in that Ludenville corner, like I was railing above that, but also at like a complete sideways angle, trying to hold my eyelids open from the G-forces.
No way,
And,
dude.
yeah. And then it's into a left and you're trying to do the same on the other thing. So there, I would love to.
What's the best example
find-
of some footage, you reckon?
I'd say Ludenville. So I almost crashed in the start gate here. That's a funny one as well. You can see me. I don't even know what happened. My trainer sent me a message after this race and he's like, we need to work on this. Like, what's going on here?
That's so
Yeah, this was second race of the year, 2025. This is my first win of the 4 in a row. So this whole top section you can see super windy, super flat, and I was like, I need to do everything I can. So that inside corner right there, that was the first time I'd done that in my race round. I like saw a junior do it, and I was like, oh, I need to like try and see if that's faster and just risk it. But yeah, like we're going fast, 65 k's an hour through this stuff, but I'm basically just going backwards here compared to everyone else.
yeah.
And then kind of here is where it gets good, and this is where it gets kind of into more my track, and it basically just drops off like this massive hill and gets really steep. There's a mistake here. I thought my GoPro wasn't recording, so I tried to turn it on.
I saw this run, actually.
Yeah, I tried to turn it on, but I accidentally turned it off.
Yeah, yeah.
Nearly died there. And then from here down, it was like, this is where I went like all out.
Oh, and then this is where you're running data acquisition.
No, I don't have it on actually.
Oh, what's
Not
on
for
the
this
side of
one.
your fork there?
That's a mass damper. It's long story. I don't even know if I could explain them to the right level, but it basically just dampens all the effects that you get from the trail.
Yeah, right.
Less arm pump, less vibrations, less all that.
Yep.
Weighs about half a kilo on the front of the bike too. So we're coming up to the corners here in a second. So like that section right there is where it gets steep, and I pulled a lot of time, but this left here, like I rail above the
Oh, yeah.
hole there, and then this right, so it's straight, and I'm like coming into it, you see it forever.
Oh.
Like, yeah, those corners
Go
are
back,
where
yeah.
I won the race basically. Because I like held it in touch, like I'm within 0.6 of a second, and then as soon as like I get to the section where I'm like good to go, I was able to pin it. But yeah, you can see I think I know my front wheel is above the berm, but I don't know about the rear.
Oh, that is
How sick's that, hey?
precision.
Let me see. Okay, I need to find. There's another one that I did in Val de Sol this year that was about this big.
Really?
And I'm basically cornering on like a skinny.
And so this turn here, that right, bro, you're
Yeah.
launching out of that thing.
Yeah, just getting spat out.
So, how much brake is going on before that, or is that just
So that's the thing is like less and less brake goes into it every lap, right?
yeah?
So like you come in and like sometimes in your race run you just come into things so much hotter, and then like you either have to brake more or just commit harder and hit the section faster, you know. So like in here in this section, I came in, hit that left at the start really good, and so I came in hotter, and I was like, I still need to like keep this up. Like this is good. Like I'm on a good one. So I came in hotter and committed harder, and it just like turned out even gnarlier. But I remember that corner, I was like, whoa, that was crazy.
we're on one?
Yeah,
we're on one, boys.
We're on a ripper here, but yeah, this is good.
You just finished watching a clip from the full 3-hour podcast. You're on our Clips channel. The full podcast live on the Gypsy Tales podcast channel. It's linked right here. Go over to that channel, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and make sure you never miss a full episode of the Gypsy Tales podcast. If you don't want to watch it on YouTube, you want to watch it on the go, you can also head to our iTunes or Spotify to get the full 3-hour podcast in audio format.
I met a gypsy.